Hello once again. The church says it's 12 o'clock, so we should start. We are on time, and I hope you're okay. Everybody okay? Had a great, yeah. You had a great breakfast. Some of you made some. How was yoga? Was cool? Was it cool? Yeah, Nirvana yoga. It was fun. It was fun. But now some serious business. Jury is ready. You're ready? Yeah. One is ready. The other one not. He's on Instagram. So I just have to post this story, but then I'm ready. You have some more time. You have a few minutes left. So I hope you're ready. I hope you made the best out of this time here and you are ready to have a pitch of your lifetime. So once again, you have 2 minutes. We have the timer there. If you timed it, don't be too stressed about the time. But I will let you know that the time is over when it is. Maybe I will give you 10 more seconds, but that's it. So there is the time. There is 2 minutes that you should make the best of it. I will tell you now who will start because the first team will only okay, it's us and we have to go up. So I will tell the first team who starts and then I will talk about some other things for a minute so you have a little bit time to do your work for anti-stress or something. So aim for results is the first team that comes up. So we have cameras. We are shooting everything. So you come up on the stage on this side, okay? Behind the jury on your right. And you have pointers here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Where you stand, all 4 of you, or if there's maybe 3, all of you comes up to the stage, the whole team, even if not everybody is speaking. So first, second, third, and the fourth. Here is the microphone. This is your microphone. You take it from here and you put it here when you go off the stage. Also, this is for the PowerPoint. It's also here by the microphone. So everything is on the jury table. Everything you need for your presentation, except the things you already have in your head. So the first team, like I said, is aim for results. And the other team, the second team, who can also get a little bit breathing exercises to get ready, is be eco. So aim for results and be eco are the first team. No, the first team is aim for results. Be eco, second one. The jury is ready. Now you're ready. All of you is ready. This is great. So Dr. Luka Mladenovic, Magister Milena Černilogar-Radeš, Blaž Vuk, and Magister Ida Bibic. Give a big round of applause for our jury. So you have 2 minutes, and after those 2 minutes, the jury can ask some questions. This is not time limited, but I ask jury not to be too long, okay? Because it's 11 teams and it's gonna be long. So ask if you need anything, and you, of course, take your time with the answers, but of course, not 5-minute answers, okay? So, are we ready? Yeah! Let's give it up for the first team, for the first presentations. Aim for results.
Okay, so hi, we are the team Aim for Results, and we based our solution on one of the biggest problems in traveling habits in Slovenia. So let me introduce you to Julia and Alexander. They're brother and sister, and they often commute to Ljubljana together. But if Julia changes her schedule, her departure time, then she has to ride alone, and Alexander has to take the public transportation. But Julia wouldn't actually mind sharing her ride. It's just that the engagement in Facebook groups can be pretty low, and often when she tries to use prevozi.org, the communication can get a bit stressful and frustrating. And when she wants to travel to smaller towns, no one really wants to join her. No one responds to her posts, let's say it like that. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if Julia had another option, and it's called co-rider? So she could just log a ride offer to the app, and users can be notified about it. They can join in, and they can discuss all the details in the group chat. She can use it for longer commutes, like to work, or she could also use it for shorter commutes, like just going to the store, maybe going to the gym. When she arrives to the park and ride, when going, for example, to work, all the users, she pays for the parking ticket, but because they carpooled, all the users get a free ticket to take the bus. All the users also collect green points in their app, which they can then use to get discounts or get gift cards. They can also collect achievements and post it on their social media to share with friends. But as a loyal and a consistent user, Julia is also a green tick verified user on Facebook and Instagram.
And your time is up. It's 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
My question is, what is already done with this system? Where are you? Just idea, or is there something already done? Prototype or something else?
The prototype is already done. We also included it in the report. We have frameworks selected that we use already at our work. We also have a team from our work where we are employed, and we can use them for support to further develop.
And the next one coming up is Be Eco.
Hello everyone, hello jury. I'm Masuk from Hungary and founder of BECO. We're all here to save our world from the carbon emissions that increase in Europe. So we came up with this idea. First of all, I would like to say that our goal is to make your journey more comfortable as much as it's possible. And that's why we're creating a hub. It's called BeCycle Sustainable Bicycle Hub, and it is multifunctional. It has so many opportunities that we can introduce that it could have a mini library for your shorter time. Like if you have weather, bad weathers, you can sit over there and have some interesting books over there. And if you get some maintenance parts for your cycle as well. And the most fun fact is it's giving some incentives as much as you are using our club membership. So all you need is just a club membership and just a free registrations and paid memberships for a year. As you see the map of the city, we are locating for some hub points. Mostly the hub will be approximately 500-meter distance, and this hub is really important for not only purposes for the carbon emissions, that it is given a really green technology as well. And what else? We are giving the phase 2, that is we can make our conventional bikes as e-bikes with this kind of prototype technologies. This is our team. This is me and my CEO, Karthik Goswami. I would like to ask him for the question sessions, but please say with me, bike smart. Sorry, please say bike smart. Bike smart. Ride green. Thank you.
Thank you. That was well timed, 2 minutes and 10 seconds maximum time. So the jury, one question.
Your idea is to have a network of these hubs which provide different functions. But I see a potential not only for cycling, but also for other users that you maybe didn't present. Did you think into this direction as well?
So we would like to create a hub in the city, connecting the apartments to the schools, to the universities, and to the workplaces. So it will help the teenagers, the youth, between the age of 15 to 45 years old, and they can ride e-bikes. And why we are choosing only e-bikes? Because conventional bikes are like almost 200 years old, and now we need to change the system and become more modern. As we can see now, the cars are like they can travel automatically without the driver, why not change the municipality or the transport system to more electric and to more green system? So that is our basic idea.
So basically it makes more comfort for the audience that you can use car and you're going to have the same benefits for a small distance by using this kind of hub. So we have a we want to create a hub for all over the cities, and for the school workers, we already taken some interview from the audience, like 14 to 15 A's. We have in the documentary, so they really like this idea, and hopefully it will implement it soon.
And I'd like to end with the phase that if the phase 1 will be successful, then we will continue with the phase 2. For example, some people don't want to ride in e-bikes, so we can make a system, this model, this prototype, and this model will convert conventional bike to the electric bikes. So maybe with the help of this, the electric bike will travel 20 minutes, but they can pedal, and by 10 minutes of pedal, they can continue again 20 minutes of electric bike. So with the help of this phase 2 system, we can ride a long path. Yeah.
Eco and Carbon Cutters are up next, but Green Knot, get ready. Give it up for Carbon Cutters.
All right, so this is Vinko, and Vinko loves cars, okay? Vinko has recently downloaded a brand new app called Chrome. So why did he download it? Well, why wouldn't he download it? It literally has real-time parking availability tracking. It has easy paying for parking integrated in the app. And it has bus schedules that are real-time tracked by GPS all day long. So what else does Chrome have? Well, Chrome has an availability where he can actually get little rewards, little carrots on his stick by doing two things. By either providing feedback to the municipality or by using sustainable modes of transport. He can then redeem these carrots using an in-app system with Krediti. Krediti can then be redeemed at local partners. He can get coffee, he can get at local events, he can get maybe gym memberships at a nice discounted price, and he loves that, so he keeps using the app. This is a similar concept we actually took. It exists in many other places in the world. This is a bike riding company in Finland, so this is literally just the same thing, but made better and suitable for Krai. So how does he get points in this system? Well, if he rides with a bike or a bus, he can actually get points for each kilometer that he makes with that vehicle. But he gets extra points if he does it consistently and if he does it at peak times, therefore reducing traffic when he has to do so. He also gets points if he provides feedback to the municipality. We actually integrated the Kr predlaga system, and he gets points if his suggestions are chosen by the committee. There are also general surveys that are in the app, and there are actual data-driven surveys, because this is a data-driven app, so you can target very, very specific people and get amazing feedback out of this. So the problem that we want to solve is how to help you get more people driving sustainable modes of transport. We believe that they don't do so because they kind of now have like an unpredictable usage of your bike and bus infrastructure. But that's because we think most don't actually participate with it.
The time is up, so 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
We have a multidimensional approach. Thank you for listening, and transform the way you move.
Yes. So the jury question.
Yeah, I have a question. Who covers the cost or the difference of the cost in the reward system?
You mean like if the business has to like spend some money? We talked to some businesses, and there are some viable options with like en masse discounts. So they actually would agree on that with specific businesses. So we'd have to partner up with the right people. That's one way. Secondly, if needed, we did a few calculations, and if you would subsidize some of these, the best ones, so the ones that are most profitable in this way, we think that you would, in that sense, actually cover the marketing for this. And so things would just snowball really quickly, and even though it would be a bit of a higher cost at the beginning, it would pay off drastically in the long run.
Okay, Carbon Cutters, Green Knot, next on Kranchanki. Get ready.
So, hello everyone. So, I'm part of the team Green Knot, and I would like to introduce our project. So, basically, we are focused on the main problem, and we found that adults mainly use cars as means of transportation, while teenagers, like mainly in the age of 10 to 17 years old, tend to use much more sustainable means of transportation, like cycling and walking to get to school. So we are targeting this population precisely so that they can keep this habit even in adulthood. So to reach this, we would like to make an earning point system in schools that can be given to the children or to teenagers that get to school by bike. And they can exchange these points to coupons that they can spend in a festival that we are going to do in collaboration with other two events that are already running in the European Union. And they can also exchange this point in a long-term way, for example, for school materials and other things. And in the festival, they can get, for example, bicycles and gears, and they can also even get a dinner with a local celebrity. And so basically, the two events that we are looking forward to work in collaboration with is the European Mobility Week and the Open Streets Day. So basically, we are planning to do this festival at the same time, so that it will be much more easily implemented, and so that we can also get the benefits of the activities already running in these events, and also adding much more activities as a festival. And so basically, our working plan or our action plan is basically from December this year to September next year. We are going to discuss with the organizers of the European Mobility Week and the Open Streets Day to get the collaboration, and we will also establish agreements with the school principals to implement this in schools, and we will also manage all the logistics and planning to get all the required materials, and finally to be able to start next year in September. So thank you so much for your attention. This is our plan.
Thank you. And the jury?
Yeah. How would these points be gathered? How would the points be gathered and tracked?
Yeah, sure. So basically, most of the students have like a student card, and it has a code. So we had the idea of implementing a website in which, the students have to register in the website, and with scanning the code, they can register the points in the website that they accumulate until the day of the festival, in which those points can be converted into coupons and they can spend it in the festival. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Green Knot. So, communication team, get ready because you're up next after Kranchanki.
Hi everyone. Our project is forced to employees and their community habits to work. Employers know how employees travel to work, but the main problem is that employees don't know for their colleagues how they come to work. And our solution is that there would be formed a board by a municipality, strategic board, who would contact employers who are interested in participating in this project, and who would form a questionnaire to connect these employees.
So this kind of forms you can see on the PowerPoint. They could connect people who work from, who are from the same area, and maybe convince them to carpool together, or maybe take a bus together, because we all know going somewhere together with a friend is more easier. So to ensure efficiency of this project, the strategic board would implement some quarterly surveys, so they could get some data and get some reports done. Also to keep companies motivated, there would be an award, financial award at the end of the project, and it could maybe finance some educational programs or some events maybe on sustainability. So why we think our solution is really good, because it can be implemented relatively fastly, since we can create this strategic board within municipality within a week or a month, and also contact companies within a week or a month, and they will be interested because they literally have nothing to lose, and it's free for them. The only financial cost would be to pay the strategic board and to have this financial award for the companies, and this would be from the municipality itself. I hope our solution proves that we want to change the world and Kran for better and that fast.
Thank you. The jury.
Okay, my question would be related to the technology of these boards. Are they physical, or is it an app, or?
Yeah, there would be the employees who already work on the mobility and Promet. Sorry, the transportation in Kran. So they would already be an expert, so there would be an advantage to this. They would already know what needs to be accumulated for the for Kran city. So yeah, they would be physically already employed, so there's like cost reduction because you already have the employees here. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, Deserteri, get slowly ready because you're up next. And now we give it up for communication team.
Well, hello and welcome to the presentation of our project that ended up being called the Climart Challenge. Let's skip the pleasantries for the moment and just get right to it. We were thinking that our target audience should be the teenagers. You might ask yourselves why. Because they are the most malleable, and the change that we are going to inflict on them is the one that is going to last for longer. What's the problem that we want to solve? The problem that we want to solve is that if you bring up in today's society the idea of climate change, you are going to be considered a nerd. We have and we need to transform the idea of climate activism to something cool. How can we do that? We thought of a pilot project in which we want to use street art in connection with climate change and the reward system based on challenge, the motivational system based on challenge and reward, both of these ones being connected to sustainable mobility and the dependence on technology, acceptance, and fun. How can we do that? We were thinking that we need the full involvement of local community and also maybe a small team of, let's say, 7 to 8 people that have to connect the dots. With 50,000 euros over a period of, let's say, I don't know, 9 months, we can change the bad habits inflicted into today's society, and we also can change the face of a city. We have to consider also the work of fellow students that were here to think about the aftermath. After all, it's always important. We should start now so that we don't get to the end. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was the first presentation that was really under 2 minutes because everybody else went to the 10, like 2 minutes and 10, so congratulations. And the jury.
Hello. I've seen the second or the third slide had like, how would we do that? And then there were 3 or 4 bullets, and one of them was washable art. Washable art is a mean of communication. Yes. And then followed by, you were saying like, connection to the technology and to the local community. I didn't see the connection between the communication and the 4th bullet, like, or 3rd bullet, like challenge and reward and technology, acceptance and fun. Those are just, I would say, some describables, but I would like you to elaborate more on what would be the meaning of communication, like you said, the washable art. So this is something that gets attraction, that gets shared on social media or whatever, with these challenges and rewards, which I didn't understood quite good from the presentation.
Okay, we thought of a project of 12 months, of 6 months with 12 events, thematic events, each of them. With the washable art, we are going to attach a QR code that is going to lead the person that scans the QR code to a form that he can enroll a team for a challenge that the municipality is going to challenge them. Let's say, for example, for students for high school, they have to go each day of the week, for 1 week, to high school with a bus. They are going to get this challenge, and the next event that is going to be, The team that does it the best is going to receive an award. The people are going to come together to the events, they are going to have fun at the events, and they are going to also get rewarded. And it's going to be fun because everything is the QR codes and implying the phones that everyone has. It doesn't necessarily imply an app. We are going to have a host that is going to present, after the QR code is scanned, someone is going to pop up on the screen with a 20 seconds video presenting the challenge, and afterwards they are going to be able to enroll for it in a Google form. For, let's say, it's simple, everyone can do it, it's not so complicated.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was the communication team. And that was the jury communicating without the microphone. No. Next time, maybe use it because you will be heard on the camera and in the after movie. So yes, Deserteri, already ready, and Ecolens, get ready because you are up next. You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, hi, we're Team Deserteri, just 2 of us now. The third one deserted. So we all want to reduce the reliance on cars for short trips in small cities like Kran. But the problem for people who have access to cars is that they don't really have a problem. So if you look at this screenshot, for example, we parked at the Cibilica parking lot and say we want to go to the Kran primary school. It would take us 40 minutes on foot, 20 minutes by bus, but just 6 minutes driving. So which mode of transportation would you choose? Like if you have a car, I'm guessing you would choose to drive. So this is really a problem. So we need some kind of an incentive for these kind of people to choose different modes of transportation. So our solution would be a reward program where people would earn points by using alternative modes of transportation like walking, biking, car sharing, or public transportation. And these points would be earned via an app. And the app would also gather data which can be useful later for decisions on policy making. Then users would be able to redeem these points within the app for rewards like e-bikes or e-scooters or discounts on public transportation. And further engagement would be driven via gamification elements like leaderboards or challenges or a meter that tells you how much CO2 or money you've saved by riding with greener transportation. And of course, this app can be scaled up to more municipalities and maybe even more countries in the future. So we would implement this in 5 steps. In the first one, the municipality would have to agree with partners what kind of rewards can be set up for this program. Then the actual app would have to be developed with a partner or an existing app modified to suit needs of Kran. And then the initial testing would have to be done specifically for the balancing of how many points are awarded to different modes of transportation. And then we would run a promotional campaign to really drive up the awareness. And after that, we can launch the app and gather all the data.
Thank you very much. It's 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Thank you very much, Deserteri oziroma Deserteria. So the jury.
Maybe a question, because apps are usually more attractive for specific age groups. And car drivers don't always fit into the age group that uses the apps. Have you thought about how to attract those who really pose the main problem with driving trips?
Okay. First, I think that even younger people have access to cars. Perhaps they don't own them, but their parents do, and they can choose to use it. And secondly, yeah, the rewards themselves would have to be rewarding for older users as well. Like perhaps an example would be the Triglav Drive app, which is also used by older drivers and really drives the engagement to just turn on the app while you're driving and you don't really have to do anything and you just use it as you go.
Thank you very much. Deserteri. Deserteri. So, Journa Prarva. Get ready. Maybe we'll give you a few more seconds to talk about your name because I don't know what it means and it's really interesting. And this is already Ecolens, the last hackathon winners.
Hello, we're Ecolens and we ask you to imagine a world where companies decrease their CO2 emissions by 32%. Now, 30%. That's 1,000 cars removed. That's 3,000 trees planted. That's 63 tons of CO2 emissions removed per year.
Thank you. So, what's the problem? Well, next year, EU regulation will mandate ESG reporting for companies in the European Union, and furthermore, the carbon credits for companies is poised to rise by 4,000%. But what is ESG? What are carbon credits? We'll talk about that later. But first, let's talk how companies can reduce their carbon footprint.
Well, it's simple. With our Ecolog mobile application, first and foremost, we like simplicity. As an employee, all I have to do is download the app from the App Store. GPS tracks my location based on company type tables, but if I want to use a public transport, all I'll have to do is just scan the QR code. And, and I can track how many kilometers I have to see how, until I get any company benefits. And if you ask me, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we have the first mover advantage. We're targeting companies which ESG reporting and carbon credits are mandatory, and that's 11,000 companies in the EU alone. So our team consists of professionals with diverse expertise, perfectly positioned to navigate the blue ocean we've discovered. To fully capitalize on this opportunity, we are seeking valuable support and connections that can propel our vision forward. So, what are the questions?
Okay.
Spot on, dude. Spot on.
Okay, I will admit I have to ask a question to understand, not to challenge you, but to understand. You said that your mobile app is somehow connected with carbon coupons, which are are those the coupons that are EU regulated with which companies are trading, or I just want to really understand your idea. So
yes.
what's the connection between the, let's say, tracking app as you presented it with those EU regulated carbon coupons?
Okay, so as we know, carbon credits, companies can buy them to offset the emissions they are producing. And the question is, well, how is our app connected? Simple. When it comes to ESG reporting, we must report our like this. Okay, we must report our emissions to Scope 1, Scope 2, and Scope 3. And with our application, we reduce the carbon emissions of the employee commuting to work, which are reported in Scope 3 emissions. And by reducing our emissions by employee commute to work, by, let's say, carpooling, promoting sustainable mobility with either electric cars or a bus or a bike or etc., we reduce the general footprint of a company, so they must buy less coupons to offset their emissions, and thus saving them money. And furthermore, if let's say we expand our idea, we can maybe automate the entire process and save some further money, or give a company an advantage when it comes to green grants.
Okay, so this idea has some so this idea has its base in a EU regulation. You said that companies needs to buy
for our target market for the beginning, yes, those companies, there are 11,000 companies. We are going to target at the beginning. The regulation for them is mandatory because they're highly energy-intensive companies. That's the 11,000. So let's say aluminum production, chemical production, etc. But ESG reporting is going to be mandatory for all large companies in the European Union that have more than 250 employees after year 2024. So basically next year.
And you described 3 scopes.
Yes.
So those that you described with carpooling or sharing rides goes to one of those.
Goes to Scope 3 emissions, okay. But we can expand the idea to incorporate Scope 1 emissions. So basically company-owned vehicles.
Okay, I must read something in your report. Thank you. Thank you for your explanation.
Thank you very much. And the next one is the Green A Team.
Hello, we are the Green A team and we are here to present you our project, Paddle for Planet. So our aim is to reduce our carbon footprint because in January 2022 in Kranj, the air pollution surpassed the WHO guidelines by a whopping 7-fold. So, what's our main focus? Why would you build something from scratch when you can just build on something that you already have? So we thought about targeting the bike sharing network of Kranj by implementing a monthly reward system. What are the rewards? Well, we did a small survey. We only found 27 people, but as you can see, the most desired was a one-day trip somewhere in Slovenia, and the second one was a gift card to a local sustainable business. Also, we divided people by age groups, so we have a more fair competition, and also you can see that our main target is 18 to 26-year-olds. The first place in each group will have a one-day trip somewhere in Slovenia for 2 people, where we will provide train tickets and a one-day bus fare for that city. And the first 1,000 people to reach 100 kilometers on the app will get a gift card to a local sustainable shop, which will promote the local economy and will also promote sustainable shopping. Oh, what happened? Sorry? So, what we need? We will need finances, and we thought about some EU funding and some donors and sponsors, and we will need willingness and support from the local community. But what we have the bicycle sharing system, we have already a mobile app and the maintenance team to help with developing the rest. So be aware of your own impact. Thank you for listening, so don't hesitate to ask any question. Time to save the world!
Thank you very much. So the jury, you're up next.
Me again. We've seen throughout these presentations, we've seen a lot of, let's say, thinking of carpooling, of joining mobility with reward systems. I would say that reward system is also the base point of your presentation. What would make your project stand out, let's say, from other few that we've seen that has similar base of thinking with reward system? I mean, from, let's say, from how is it connected to your target group? What could be unique within your reward system that we haven't heard or seen with other presentations?
Well, our reward system is in itself ecological because we will give people train tickets, we'll give people bus fares, so we will help them somehow see how easy and good it is for them to use common transport for out-of-city visits. And also we will help the local economy because giving gift cards will make people buy more from the local businesses and sustainable businesses. So
maybe I can add one more thing. Also, this app is not just about rewarding people, but also we will see like leaderboard on the app and data on cycling achievements, and it will also show bike-friendly routes to the users. And as far as we check, there is no such an app in the city, and also we will include gamification. So, for instance, in some period of the year, there will be some teams of the youth, and they will do some like kilometers wars, and they will try to reach the highest number of kilometers. And also, I want to mention that while thinking about this project, we inspired by Amsterdam, and in 1960s, Amsterdam also struggling with trafficking, high level of trafficking, and it was actually relatively a small city. But today we remember Amsterdam as a like bicycle paradise, and it starts with like small movements like this app. And Today we call them as bicycle paradise, but maybe next year we will call this city as like cycling nirvana or cyclist Eden. So I think the important point is that like collaboration of community and the municipality, and we know that mayor also does it. So it's a small but a realistic step, we think. Yeah.
Thank you. That was the Green A team. We go on with Lavin Deep and Jurna Parva. Get ready, you're up the last, and I think now everything should work. And I Googled your name, and I will not say it. I hope you will. I hope I am right. It's funny, it's cool. Okay, Lavin Deep, give it up.
Hi, so I want to kick off my presentation with a well-known Slovene folk tune. And I'm gonna need my Slovene audience to sing it with me, okay? Marko skače. Marko skače. Thank you, I'll take it from here. Po zeleni trasi. So, introducing Marko. Marko is the sustainable mobility guru who's here to revolutionize the way we move. Marko is not your average influencer. He's not here to sell you a product or tell you about the newest gadget you must buy. Instead, he's all about promoting environmentally friendly mobility options that will benefit you and the planet. So, with Marko by your side, you'll never have to worry about getting stuck in traffic again. Just slide into his DMs and the AI-powered chatbot will tell you all about the best bike routes, fastest bus lines, and the most efficient train schedules. And if you're feeling adventurous, he might even suggest some fun alternatives like skateboarding. But it's not just about getting from point A to point B with Marko. He's all about making sustainability fun and engaging. From organizing community bike rides, leading guided tours, and organizing pop-up bike repair shop, he's always finding creative ways to promote eco-friendly transportation options. If you're ever feeling down about the state of the world, just tune into Marko's social media channels for a quick pick-me-up. With his infectious energy and upbeat attitude, he'll have you feeling inspired and ready to make a positive change in no time. So what are you waiting for? Join the movement today and let Marko be your guide. Together we can make the world a better place, one eco-friendly ride at a time.
This looks like it's ready to be to be to be online already. So how far are we from Marko in reality?
So in reality, we have already created an Instagram profile. You can see from the previous slide, if you can. Yeah, so that's the profile. You can access it, but the AI tool, the AI chatbot is not ready yet, so that would have to be implemented for the user to be able to use this profile.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lavin Deep. Thank you, Marko. And we have one more team left to do their presentation. I hope now everything works perfect. Is Jurna Parva.
Okay, so first of all, I want to know how many of you went to an event and you were late and you were also looking for a parking space there. Okay, so that's not bad because, I mean, that's great for us because you're our target audience. We're looking for people that are going to the events by cars, and we want to kind of transform it to where you're using public transportation. So we know that there are three key problems with public transportation, and those are accessibility, schedules, and capacity of public transportation. And how we think we can change this is by our application, which works that after you buy a ticket for an event, you can input the ticket name into our app. The app will tell you at what time, at what place, at what date you're gonna get a, let's say, a train or a bus. And you click submit, and that's it, right? You go to that place on that day, you maybe get a goodie bag from sponsors, you meet other people who go to, let's say, a sporting event. It's really nice, it's really fun, and you enjoy your trip. So the benefits we see are for the end users is also for the environment. The end user is cost efficiency, convenience, time saving, social benefits for places where there's a lot of drinking, less drunk driving, environments, reduced greenhouse emissions, reduce air pollution, reduce traffic congestions, and better resources. So we don't want you to forget us, so we made a QR code. You can access all of our information about our project, about our app. So yeah, if in 2 months you want to talk to us with this idea, you can do that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
If I can ask you, you are proposing to offer multiple different modes or service providers. Wouldn't they compete?
So in order to start a project, we can just use one mode of transport, let's say Arriva, for instance, and we can just focus on that small area and see if it's working. We kind of saw that a lot of these providers have different regions, so we would divide those regions correctly between all users. But in the end goal, I mean, the ideal goal would be to just get Slovenske železnice, and then also some bus drivers. We can also ask for GoOpti or somebody like that who can swoop in and save us.
Are we talking only about mass events? Are we talking about only the mass events?
No, I mean, whoever can put their event also on our app. This is an addition that we want to add. So you can have a filter on your app and you say, okay, I only want sport events, and the app can notify you. You can purchase a sport event, go get the card, and we will provide to you the transportation for that sport event.
We promised just one question for one team, so did you already prepare your question? It was one, two,
still forming.
So you missed
still
the
forming.
First question. No. It was just have a little fun at the end of a presentation. So words to you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sea Bunnies. This will be hard work for our jury. They will probably not take lunch. Maybe pick some bread and go up and think about it. So you have a hard work now, a hard hour, and all the rest of your great presentations. Give you a round of applause for yourselves. Yeah. And now I think the lunch is already ready. Natasha is there for an hour in the kitchen, so I think the lunch is ready. Eat something, it will be great. And we are back here at 2 o'clock in 1 hour for the finals. So once again, welcome everybody to the main stage of this event. This is almost the end of this year's hackathon. How did you feel in Kranj? Was it okay? Yes, thank you. I hope you made some cool memories. I hope you made some new friends. I hope you enjoyed the city of Kranj. I hope you had time to enjoy a little bit. And even if maybe you will not go home with the main prize or the second prize or the third prize, I hope you will not stop thinking about making the world a better place. Maybe tomorrow your idea will be the one to change the world. Even if today you're not a winner, maybe you will be tomorrow. So don't worry. But talking about winners, we need some winners today. Of course, we need them. But before we start the official award ceremony, I would like to invite Milena Černilogar-Radeš, Head of Sustainable Mobility Division, to join me on the stage and share a few words in the name of the project Life IP Care for Climate.
Mayor, dear experts and participants of the Hackathon on Sustainable Mobility. It is my great pleasure to address you on behalf of Ministry for Environment, Climate and Energy, and to join the meeting as it gives us a perfect opportunity to share our experiences and thoughts regarding sustainable, climate-friendly mobility solutions. Nowadays, it would be difficult to imagine our lives without transport, as it connects people, cities, cultures, countries and continents. However, in recent years, there has been a growing awareness that the growth of transport services is also having a number of negative effects on the environment. Clean mobility with the lowest possible emissions is an obligation and a right for all citizens. We all want to live in healthy cities with quality public areas and lots of greenery. An important part of such cities is comprehensive transport at all levels with all the necessary infrastructure and information technology for traffic management and user support. The movement of people and goods in and between cities needs an integrated approach. The European Green Deal and Fit for 50 package urges us to ensure a drastic reduction in emissions caused by transport and a cleaner environment for all of us. We must focus on carbon neutrality and work on radically improving sustainable modes of transport, such as the use of public transportation and active modes of mobility like walking and cycling. At the Ministry, we support the process of transformation of our cities on the path to sustainable development through various projects, programs, and financial incentives. In the past financial perspective, we supported over 70 sustainable urban mobility plans that were the first step to a strategic approach in building friendlier environment in urban areas. Many investments in public transport, especially in river infrastructure and additionally in infrastructure for cyclists and pedestrians, were undertaken or financially supported by the government. We plan to continue allocating funds in the programming period, in the new programming period as well. We want to systematically approach towards set goals in the field of sustainable mobility, because we are giving all the support to this process also with the legislation. We have many challenges and a lot of work ahead of us. Despite the fact that we have small towns in Slovenia from a European perspective, we are aware that the quality of living is important regardless of the size of the settlement. Let me conclude with a thought. Let us all be a part of the change. Whether it is in our private or professional lives, each one of us can represent a small pebble in the big mosaic of change towards better, cleaner, and safer environment. I wish you a successful continuation of today's event, and I invite everybody to co-create better conditions for sustainable mobility for all of us.
Thank you, Milena. And now it's time for some winners. First of all, let's reveal who is the winning team of Green Penguin Challenge. For the jury, what was the challenge? It was the first challenge we got yesterday. The jury was not with us, so they didn't know. But the first challenge you got after unpacking and coming to Kran, of course. So, the Green Penguin Challenge. What is a Green Penguin and what's it all about? First of all, for all of you who have been asking what is the story of a Green Penguin, let me tell it. Goal of a Green Penguin project is primarily to educate school children on how to reduce carbon emissions and, most importantly, use fewer energy sources. With the project, we want to prove that every individual can influence the environment as long as they have enough knowledge and information. So that would be short about the Green Penguin. And the winning team of Green Penguin is, with the most points of all, Green Knot! Green Knot, if you could please come on stage. Green Knot with the most points, like I told you, and they are also the professionals of air cycling. Professionals of air cycling, you can see it, yes. Yes, Roglic and Pogačar could learn from you, our best cyclists, yes, amazing. So, Penguin. This is our Green Penguin, and he will get an award personally from our Green Penguin. So once again, Green Knot, the winners of the Green Penguin Challenge. Thank you very much. And thank you, Green Penguin. And try not to fall off stage. Yes. And now it's time for a special award by City of Kran. It's my honor to invite the mayor of the municipality of Kran, Matjaž Rakovec. His term began on December in 2018, and since then, a lot of good things have been done in the city of Kran. Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor, Matjaž Rakovec.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you and welcome again in my name and also in the name of municipality. I'm sure that you, in those 2 days, that you see how beautiful Kran is and how green Kran is. But this is just the beginning. As you know, we are the part of a special EU mission, 100 European city which will achieve climate neutral and smart cities till 2030. And of course, this is our mission for every step we make. And I'm very proud that, as I heard people from, I mean, you guys, for 14 different countries came in Kran. Just 2 of them, among them, on online, but 37 live, which is really great success for us. And you are from Mexico, India, Bangladesh, Romania, Georgia, Turkey, Kosovo, Italy, Germany, South Africa, Nigeria, Pakistan, and Czech Republic, and of course Slovenia. And the youngest one is 20 years old, like my daughter. So the youngest one. Congratulations, thank you so much. And as I know, the winner, I mean, you will say, or I'm gonna say?
Oh, you can say it if you know.
I know, of course.
Okay. It's an easy name.
Dve Krančanki. Bravo. You know quite well that the problem in Slovenia, I mean in Kran, huh? Thank you so much, thank you. But anyway, you know, to achieve this climate neutral mission, you know, you must to find cooperation with all participants, with all stakeholders, also with the companies, with everyone in Kran, you know. So we made a lot of things in last few years. For example, we completely change the conventional cars to electric cars, and each car has its own charging station. We put solar panels on our roofs in municipality, primary school, etc., etc. So we produce our own electricity, and this is one step, you know. And next week, 4 electric buses will come to Kran. First 4, and end of the year also another 4. So we're going to have together 8 cars. And again, we are the most e-mobility municipality in Kran. But we need, I mean in Slovenia, sorry, thank you. But we need such ideas, you know. I'm very happy that you recognize the problem we have in Kran. So Kran is industrial city, you know. We have very famous, I mean world famous, world known companies as Goodyear, Iskra, and yes, those solutions we need to be more green, to be more sustainable, and to prepare our planet, our environment for our next generation. So thank you very much, girls. They're gonna say something. Okay.
Thank you for recognizing our solution. We just wanna what we're gonna say? I don't know. Yeah, we're happy to be here. We're happy to meet all of you. I've never imagined to meet such lovely people who also want to contribute to society. So I'm very grateful to be here and part of this amazing journey or an event. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. So this is not the last hackathon we will organize. You can expect another hackathon in very soon. Ida, thank you also for my team. You know, they really prepare everything as we want. And thank you so much. Thank you for all participants. Enjoy Kran and come back. You are really good city.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. And now it's time to announce the top 3 teams. And I will ask Dr. Luka Mladenovic from the jury to be the representative of the jury and to talk a little bit about who first, of course, who was the 3rd best, and of course, why. Luka, please.
Thank you. First of all, before we start with the best 3, I would like to tell you that all the works were really interesting, and it was a really difficult task for us to select, even to start the narrow selection of best projects, and then to select the best one was difficult, especially in such limited time, but you worked in a limited time as well, so I think you understand how it is. The 3 projects that were selected, the 3rd place goes to the team Aim for Results. Their solution really found a way to kind of connect the users, the final users of the service without relying on any national level or municipal level communication, which is quite often a big challenge, a big problem. So therefore, we feel that this solution has a great potential for implementation in reality and could make a big change. So congratulations.
3rd place, Aim for Results. Please come on stage and a big round of applause for our 3rd best team. So this is Aim for Results, and we go on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The stage is only that big, so we don't have room for all of the contestants, so thank you. And now we go on with the 2nd place.
Okay, 2nd place, it's the team Ecolens. The CO2 emissions and registration of the users, and then kind of coordination of these CO2 emissions within a company, and especially the fact that there are changes in how the CO2 emission coupons will be calculated, and also financially used within this solution. I think it's very good and it's promising. So the 2nd place, it's yours. Congratulations.
So the last year's winners, or the past winners, are 2nd this year. Still amazing. Ecolens. Lucas said that he has to tell something, or did you forget? Just take the microphone. I knew you had something to add here.
Hello. I was the one who was asking all those stupid questions, maybe, but I would. We as a jury, we debated your idea because it was really a unique approach. You took really a unique approach towards the problem. You aimed the highest, probably. As you were saying, you were addressing you companies and so on. So I would just like you to give you, the team, my personal thumbs up and encourage you to nurture your idea. And who knows, maybe in a few months' time, you'll be having a presentation in EU Parliament. So, thumbs up.
Ecolens, 2nd place. Congratulations. And now, there is only 1 place left. 1st place, the best idea or the best presentations goes to?
After commercials.
After commercials.
No, okay. So the 1st place goes to the team Lavendeep. I think they really managed to catch the moment, to catch the buzzword that it's now really making us all busy. There is a lot of uncertainties on how AI will influence the way we work, the way we make decisions. But at this moment, it looks like it might change a lot of things, and it will give a new push to this topic, and hopefully make the changes for the better. So congratulations.
Only because she sang. One big round of applause for the winners, Loving Deep. And since there is sustainable mobility, we only give you 1 pony, not 4. No, it's just a joke. There's no room for 4. You will get each your own. And you can drive home. Just be sustainable. So yeah. Thank you very much. Loving Deep, some pictures of the winners. A big round of applause for the winners of this year's hackathon. So thank you very much. Thanks to the jury. Thanks to everybody being here. Really, really thanks a lot to Kovačnica to host us. Thanks to the municipality of Kranj. Thanks to everybody here. Like I said before, you all had great ideas, and maybe even if you are not, even if you were not here and get an award, top 3, just nurture your ideas. Don't stop thinking about the better world, because you can maybe make it tomorrow. So thank you, everybody. Thanks to be a part of this year's hackathon, and for all your great ideas, give yourself once more a big round of applause.